All right, our last 50 minutes together here of the
Naši
day.
zadnje 50 minuta zajedno.
You have been very brave to give up your Sunday when you usually sleep in,
Bili ste jako hrabri da date mi vašu nedjelju kad bi inače spavali.
or maybe go run in the forest,
Ili možda trčali po šumi.
or down by the lake.
Ili dole na Adi možda.
But there's good news.
Ali ima dobra vest.
No class tomorrow, right?
Nema sutra nastave.
So you can sleep in tomorrow. Yes.
Može sutra spavati.
No? Oh, morning worship. Okay, well, sorry. You can go back to sleep then.
That's it.
And I was also happy for you that our dean decided we only need to meet till 1 o'clock today.
I sretan sam za vas da danas imamo samo do 1 sat, što je vaš dekan
So
to
you
tako.
still have time to go to the city and do your shopping and whatever
Znači
you
imate
want
vremena da
to do.
odete do grada za shopping ili bilo što.
No shopping? Window shopping, you know that. You look. Yes. Well, I understand those days of no money for shopping.
Razumijem te dane da nemaš novaca za shopping.
When I was a seminary student,
Kad sam bila student na fakultetu,
we were not sponsored to go to the seminary
niko nas nije sponzorisao da idemo
for
na
my
fakultet
doctoral studies.
za doktorat
And the
moj.
doctoral is very, very expensive for
A
doctoral
doktorat
classes.
je jako skup.
And so we could not drive a car.
Nismo imali kola.
I had an old car, but I had no money to put gas in the car.
Imala sam stara kola, ali nisam imala novca za gorivo.
The car had no floor. Yes,
Auto nije imao pod.
just holes in the floor.
Samo rupe na podu.
I put boards over those holes.
Stavio su tako neke kartone preko.
But it was very cold in the winter time.
Bilo je jako hladno zimi.
But this was a very good advantage because if my brakes ever gave out, I could just take the boards and stop with my feet.
Kaže, bio sam u prednosti da što ako mi kad kočnice otkažu, skinem to pod i samo nogama kočim. Flintstones.
And the only house that we could afford was 4 miles away from school. I don't know how many kilometers that is.
Jedina kuća koju smo mogli da platimo, mislim, afford. Priuštima, da, je bila 4 milje udaljena, ne znam koliko to u kilometrima. 6
And
kilometra.
so we walked every day. Before the sun came up, we walked to school.
Prego što sunce izašlo, mi bi šetali do škole.
We had no
hodali.
money to heat our house.
Nismo imali novaca da ugrijemo kuću.
And so we came early, we got out of bed and walked to school.
Ustali smo rano i hodali do škole.
We stayed till the library closed at the very late at night,
I ostali smo dok se nije biblioteka zatvorila kasno
the
uveče.
warm library.
Toplo, lepo u biblioteci.
And then we walked back home and hopped under the covers of the bed.
Onda smo opet hodali kući u tom mraku i ispod u krevetu onako sam grejali.
And those first 2 winters were the coldest winters in the history of Michigan.
I te 2 zime su bile najhladnije zime u istoriji Michigana.
You've heard of Lake Michigan?
Čuo si za Lake Michigan, jezero Michigan?
Lake Michigan froze over that winter, the only time in 100 years that it had frozen over.
Lake Michigan se skroz smrznuo. Nikad nije to uradio. 100 godina se nikad to ne dešavalo.
Someone walked from Andrews University across the lake to Chicago on the ice.
Neko je hodao po ledu sa Andrewsa do Chicaga.
And the snow came in September
I sneg je došao u septembru.
and kept getting higher and higher and higher until it stayed until April.
I samo išao gore i gore, gore dok nije ostao do aprila. Znači,
And my
So
wife had
topio.
no warm coat.
moja supruga nije imala neki toplu jaknu.
So this old lady gave her a fake fur coat that she wrapped around her.
Jedna stara žena je dala krzno, ali nije to krzno, nego kao veštačko krzno kao od
It was about 20
ogrne.
sizes too big,
Bilo oko 20 puta veće od nje.
so she could wrap it twice around her body.
Mogu 2 puta da ogrne oko tela.
And during these very cold winter days, the blizzard would be blowing the snow so cold.
I u ovim danima, hladnim danima, blizzard, mećava je jako bila
That our face
duvala,
would freeze.
da nam je se lice zamrznulo sve.
And I found this jacket that the Eskimos use that has this face that comes way out like this.
Našla sam jedan kaput koji su Eskimo, tako? Eskimi koristili, koji ovako imao neku njušku, onako znaš, ne
So we
znam.
spent our last money on my coat, but we had no money for her coat.
Naš zadnji novac što smo imali smo potrošili na moju jaknu, a nismo imali novac za njenu jaknu.
So I wrapped scarves around her head, 2 scarves all the way around her head, covering her whole face.
2 šala sam skroz oko njene glave omotao, znači skroz gore, da bi se pokrila lice i glava.
And I led her blind to school.
I vodio sam me, ako nisam slepa ni ništa vidjela, do fakulteta.
And we had to cross this bridge over a river on the way to school.
Trebali smo pređemo preko jednog mosta, preko jedne reke,
The bridge
putu
was
za školu.
very, very narrow.
I most je bio jako, jako uzan.
And this is the bridge that all the trucks went through.
I ove moste su svi trucks.
These are big American Mack
Kamioni
trucks,
išli.
these giant trucks.
A ovi veliki američki kamioni su išli svi tim putem.
And in the summertime there was a walkway, a sidewalk on the bridge.
Leti je bio ovako mali put za pešače na stranu mosta.
But in the winter they just piled the snow higher and higher and higher on the side of the bridge.
A zimi je sneg bio natrpan sve više i više ovako na stranu mosta.
So there was no more walkway.
Znači više nije bio taj mali put
Just
za
snow about
pešače.
this high.
Samo sneg ovakve veličine.
And then a drop off directly into the river.
I bi samo onako direktno palo u
And so we would get about halfway across the bridge.
Mislim, mi bi došli na pola puta tog mosta,
And here with this big truck coming.
onda nakon veliki kamion nailazi.
We had to climb up onto the snow and hold on.
Moramo se popnemo na sneg i
When
da
the
se
truck came
držimo.
by, the wind of the truck almost blew us off.
I dok kamion naiđe, taj vetar od kamiona bi nas skoro oborio, srušio sa snega.
But you know, those were the most exciting days of my life.
Ali to su bili najuzbudljiviji dani mog života.
I was able to spend more time with my wife during those 2 years than I have ever since.
Ja sam najviše vremena proveo sa svojom suprugom u te 2 godine nego što sam ikad u životu.
She worked in the seminary building where I was a student.
Ona je radila tamo na fakultetu u zgradi da sam ja bio student.
So we walked 1 hour every morning and 1 hour every night talking theology.
I svako jutro smo šetali sat vremena ka fakultetu i sat vremena nazad i diskutovali o teologiji.
And she got hungry to study theology.
I ona je dobila to u sebi, tu želju da studira teologiju.
So she eventually went back to school and got her degree in theology.
I ona se konačno vratila nazad na fakultet i dobila svoju diplomu u teologiji.
I was never sick for all 3 of those years that we walked back and forth.
Nikad se nisam razbolila u sve te 3 godine dok smo hodali vamo
The
tamo.
most healthy I've ever been in my life.
Čak nijednu prehladu, tu sam najzdraviji bio nego ikad u životu.
So I thank God. He
I zahvaljujem
gave us
Bogu.
hard times
Dao nam je teška vremena,
to get us closer together
da nas spoji zajedno, bliže,
and to make my mind clear.
i da mi očisti
Because
to
when I would
razjasni.
walk for an hour in the cold snow,
Dok smo šetali sat vremena u tom hladnoj zimi, u
my
snegu,
mind would be so fresh
moj je bio tako svež
that I could study all day in the
da
library,
bi mogao cijeli dan da učim u
writing my
biblioteci
dissertation and so
dok
forth.
sam pisao svoju disertaciju.
And then just when I was getting tired,
Kad se umorim,
it was time to walk home.
onda je bilo vreme da se vratimo kući.
So God blessed those hard years.
I znači Bog je blagoslovio te teške godine.
Why am I telling that story?
Zašto vam to
I guess it
govorim?
was because you were talking about something, I don't know.
Zato što je
Anyway.
Dulen
The cold, yeah, the cold one.
govorio
Okay. I'm sorry for
No.
that little...
Izvinjavam se na tome.
I forgot to mention last period, these 4 additional people.
Zaboravio sam da vam spomenem još ove 4 osobe.
Dale Ratzlaff is currently attacking the Adventist doctrines very strongly.
Dale Ratzlaff trenutno jako napada adventističku doktrinu.
He was a Seventh-day Adventist minister,
Bio je adventistički propovednik jednom,
but he heard from his teachers questions about the sanctuary doctrine.
on je čuo o pitanjima od svojih predavača o istini o svetinji.
Some teachers in the Adventist church don't believe the sanctuary doctrine. They're still Adventist teachers.
Neki adventistički učitelji u našoj crkvi ne vjeruju još uvijek u doktrini
And they planted
svetinje.
doubts in his mind,
I oni su usadili sumnju u njegovom umu.
which came which grew up and blossomed into big skepticism about the Adventist church.
koja je rasla i razvila se u skepticizam u našoj crkvi.
So now he's left the church.
Sad je napustio crkvu
Started a special ministry.
i otpočeo je posebnu službu.
It's a ministry to get you to leave the ministry and leave the Adventist church.
To je služba da bi tebe izvukao iz službe i nagovorio da napusti adventističku crkvu.
Special focus is seminary students and Adventist pastors.
Njihov poseban fokus je teolozi, znači studenti iz teologije i propovednici crkve.
He's written a book called The Cultic Doctrine of Seventh-day Adventists.
Napisao je knjigu koja se zove Kultska doktrina adventističke crkve.
And he attacks the sanctuary, the Sabbath, the state of the dead, Ellen White.
On napada doktrinu stanja mrtvi, subotu, Ellen White.
And he's convinced some other Adventist ministers to join him.
I on je ubedio neke druge propovednike da se s njim pridruže.
And they have prepared some very beautiful looking videos.
I oni su napravili neke jako filmove koji privlačni, koji lepo izgledaju.
In which they give testimonies about how horrible the Adventist church is.
Gdje oni daju svoje iskustva kako je strašna adventistička crkva
And why they left.
i zašto su napustili.
Very seductive videos.
Jako zavodljivi filmovi.
If they haven't come here to your conference, they will come. Don't worry, they will come. They will be translated and they will be here.
Ako nisu došli do vaše oblasti, ne brinite se, doći će, prevešći ih neko i doći će ovdje.
He has no new arguments.
Nema neke nove argumente.
They're Ballinger's arguments warmed up all over again,
To su Ballingerovi argumenti, znači samo uzagrejeni i ponovo,
but given a new face.
ali s novim licem.
Then there is one other kind of attack upon the sanctuary.
I sad ima jedna druga vrsta ataka, napada na crkvu.
These people are claiming to believe the sanctuary doctrine.
Ovi ljudi tvrde kao da veruju u doktrini o svetinji,
But they say the historicist view of prophecy, which we have used in our church.
a oni koriste istorijski, oni koriste taj način. Can you just repeat the sentence? Sorry.
Yeah.
Historicist view.
They have claimed that the historicist view of prophecy is wrong.
Znači, oni tvrde da istoristički način tumačenja proročanstva je pogrešno. Hvala.
Or that it needs to be supplemented with their new view.
Ili da treba da bude promijenjeno sa njihovom novim pogledom,
Which is a form of futurism.
koji je forma futurizma, kako se kaže to? Futurizma, da.
And so, for example, Robert Hauser has written a book on Revelation.
Na primjer, Robert Hauser je napisao knjigu o otkrivenju.
And he suggests that, yes, the prophecies of the 1260 days refer to the period of the Middle Ages.
Znači, on sugestira da tih 1260 dana, koji se odnose na taj srednji vek,
But they have a second fulfillment of 1260 literal days
ali ima drugo ispunjenje o 1260 bukvalnih dana
in the future.
Znači u budućnosti.
And some take the 2300 day prophecy of Daniel 8.
Neki uzmu to proročanstvo od 2300 dana iz Daniela 8. glave.
One application maybe is the 1844.
Znači jedno... Sorry, can you repeat the question? What application?
One application of these is the year-day principle that ends in 1844.
Znači, jedna aplikacija ovoga jeste taj princip jednog dana iz 1844. godine.
But it will also be fulfilled again with 2300 literal days in the future.
Ali će se opet ispuniti sa 2300 bukvalnih dana u budućnosti.
And they have begun to set dates for the coming of Christ.
I oni su počeli da prave datume, znači dane kad će Isus ponovo doći.
Some of them have suggested Christ will come at the time of the Jubilee.
Neki su sugestirali da će Isus doći za vreme
And so
jubileja.
at first they figured 1987 was the Jubilee.
Neki su rekli prvo, znači 1987. je vreme jubileja.
So they expected him to come then.
I onda su oni misle
Then
će on
they
tad
figured
doći.
again, when that passed, when that didn't happen, they figured 1994 is the Jubilee year.
Onda kad je to prošlo i nije se desilo, oni su rekli, znači ta nova godina jubileje 1994. godina.
But that happened, that passed, and Christ didn't come.
I to je prošlo i Hrist opet nije
So
došao.
now they're setting different dates.
I sad drugi datume oni davaju.
Now you're not so far removed from this.
Vi niste baš toliko daleko od ovoga.
I don't know the names of the people in your conference.
Ja ne znam imena ljudi u vašoj oblasti,
But I met some yesterday in the church downtown
ali sam juče par upoznao u glavnoj crkvi ovdje.
who were arguing that we should be setting dates of literal 1260 days in the future.
Koji su govorili da trebali bi da bukvalne datume napravimo od tih 1260 dana u budućnosti. Znači,
Or the 1290 days of Daniel 12.
ili 1290 dana iz Danilo 12.
Or
poglavlja.
the 1335 days.
Ili 1335 dana.
And they see that these will be fulfilled as literal days after some other event.
Znači oni misle da ovi dani su bukvalni dani koji će se proročanstvo ispuniti na kraju ovih dana.
They
Znači,
have different ideas, but it's the same basic idea of futurism.
imaju drugačije ideje, ali je ista osnovna ideja o futurizmu.
So we'll have to deal with that as we look at the sanctuary the rest of our week here.
Morat ćemo se suočiti s tim kada govorimo o svetinji sad ove sedmici.
Any questions here?
Pitanja?
You want to add some names? You know the names?
Dodate imena
We
neka?
don't need to put them on the board,
Nemojte
okay?
staviti na tabelu.
But I understand you have a group for even that are figuring the feasts and when the coming of Christ is based upon the calculation of the feast.
Razumijem da imate grupu ovdje koji kalkuliše coming of Christ? Kako?
The coming of Christ, or yes, based
Da,
upon
znači Hristov dolazak kalkuliše s time po praznicima onim jevrijskim, tako.
But I believe Revelation 10 is very clear.
Ja verujem da je otkrivenje 10. poglavlja jako jasno.
After 1844, there will be no more prophetic time.
Posle 1844. godine neće više biti prophetic time.
The Greek word is
Proročko
chronos
vreme.
there. No more chronos, no more prophetic calculation of
Neće
time.
biti kronos, znači proročansko vreme.
And Ellen White is very clear on this.
I Ellen White je jako jasna
Our
što tiče
message
ovoga.
will never again be based upon time.
Naša poruka nikad više neće biti bazirana, osnovana na vreme.
And so when I hear these people,
Kad ja čujem ove ljude,
I don't even try to explore their wild ideas.
ja ne trudim se uopšte da uđem u te njihove razne ideje.
Because it's based upon a false foundation.
To što su osnovani na lažnoj osnovi.
But we'll look at that more later.
A to ćemo posle pogledati.
Any other comments about this? Yes.
Komentari?
Samo ja sam malo zbunio po svog izlaganja po pitanju sljedeće tačke. Dakle, koliko je uopšte važna ova istina u crkvi, ukoliko postoje profesori i profesornici koji rade i predaju, ali ne vjeruju u to.
How important is this doctrine? It is ministers and teachers in our church, but they believe in how important is in the church then?
Yeah. Who do you want to give you that answer?
Koga bi ti htjela da
Yeah.
zamoliš ti da
If you
odgovor?
ask them,
Ako njih pitaš,
they will say we are progressing beyond the primitive view of the 19th century.
oni će reći da mi idemo, napredujemo od primitivnog pogleda 19. veka.
If you ask Ellen White,
Ako pitaš Ellen White,
she will say the sanctuary doctrine and Christ's ministry in heaven is the very foundation of our faith.
ona će reći da doktrina o svetinji i Hristova služba na nebu je osnova naše vere.
And personally,
If this doctrine is wrong, I can't stay a Seventh-day Adventist.
I ja lično mislim da ako ova doktrina nije istinita, ja
Why
ne
not
mogu
go
da
and be a
ostanem
Presbyterian
adventistom.
or a Greek Orthodox
Zašto ne mogu da budem
or
presbiterijanac
a Serbian Orthodox
ili
or a
pravoslavac
Jew, you know?
ili
Why
jevrein?
not?
Zašto da ne postanem
That's right.
od njih?
This is my personal conviction.
Ovo je moje uverenje
But
lično.
some of these people are cultural Adventists,
Ovi su
postmodern Adventists.
kulturološki adventisti ili postmodernisti.
Doesn't matter what we believe.
Nije bitno šta verujemo.
We're all just one nice family and
Mi smo jedna
community.
velika porodica.
Never mind that the sanctuary doctrine, is it true or not? Who cares?
Mislim, nije uopšte važno da li je istina o svetinji istinita ili ne.
That's the postmodern mentality.
To je postmodernistički mentalitet.
I mean about the attitude of general conference. How can they work on seminary if they fail at this?
Yeah, well, in the seminary, we don't have anyone that does not believe the sanctuary doctrine.
Kod nas na fakultetu nemamo jednu osobu koja ne veruje o istini o doktrini, koliko ja znam. Istina o svetinji, koliko ja znam.
There may be a college or two where we do.
Možda ima jedan ili dva fakulteta gde ne veruju i u Evropi.
But who is the responsibility of hiring those people?
Ali čija je odgovornost da zaposlite ljude?
The board.
Znači glavni odbor.
If the board also has people who are liberal and don't believe the doctrine,
ako odbor ima ljude koji su liberalci ili ne veruju u tu doktrinu,
then it doesn't bother them if they're there teaching.
Onda njih to uopšte ne zanima ko predaje to.
The General Conference has taken a very strong stand.
Ali Generalna konferencija je uzela jedan baš strogi stav.
This doctrine is basic Adventism.
Ova doktrina je osnova adventizma.
But the General Conference does not hire and does not fire teachers.
Ali Generalna konferencija ne otpušta i prima ljude, znači daje posao na fakultetima.
So that's where we're at.
Znači,
we have to pray that the Holy Spirit will come into our church.
Mora se molimo da Sveti Duh dođe u našu crkvu.
And I think the way to fight error is to show that the truth is so beautiful.
Način da se borimo protiv grešaka je da pokažemo da je istina tako lepa.
So powerful that how can you resist?
Tako silna da kako možemo da je odbijemo.
And so that's my goal in life.
I to je moj cilj u životu.
To present the sanctuary as such a joyful, blessed truth that who would want not to believe it?
Da predstavim svetinju kao tako blagoslovenu istinu da ko ne bi hteo da veruje u to.
And I'm very happy to report that some of these ministers that left in the 80s have come back.
I srećan sam da kažem da, drago mi je da kažem da mnogi ovi koji su napustili 80. godina su se vratili, propovednici.
And rejoice with us again in this sanctuary message.
I opet se raduju i vesele se s nama o istini o svetinji.
Thank you, that was a good question.
Dobro pitanje.
Let's review then basic issues that we face today.
Sad da ponovimo ove glavne probleme koje danas suočavamo.
And these are not in any particular order.
Ovo nije neki redosled, nego tako samo obnavljamo ono što smo danas već radili.
As Helen argued, there is no heavenly sanctuary.
Znači ne postoji nebeska svetinja.
And some would be so radical to say there isn't not even any heaven.
Neki bi toliko išli dalje da kažu da ni nebo ne postoji uopšte.
Others would say, well, there's heaven, but no special place in heaven that we would call the heavenly sanctuary.
Znači ima neki drugi bi rekli ima nebo, a nema neko posebno mjesto na nebu gdje bi mi zvali nebeska svetinja, koje bi mi zvali.
And others would say that there is no holy place and most holy place in heaven. There's just the most holy place.
Neki bi rekli da nema tu svetinja i svetinja nad svetinjama, nego samo svetinja nad svetinjama.
So when Christ went back to heaven, there was only one place to go, and that's the most holy place.
Znači kad je Hrist otišao na nebo, bilo samo jedno mjesto da se ide i to je bilo svetinja nad svetinjama.
That leads us to the second basic
To nas
issue
vodi,
that I see.
znači broj 2.
And that is the argument that Christ entered the most holy place.
Znači da je Hrist ušao u svetinje nad svetinjama
In AD 31.
u 31. godini nove ere
To start the Day of Atonement.
da otpočne dan očišćenja.
This was the view of Ballinger, this was the view of Conradi, and many others.
To je bio pogled Konradija i Ballingera, kao što smo spomenuli u prethodnom času.
Now, we're going to look at Hebrews 6, 19 and 20, very carefully.
Sad će pogledamo Jevrejima poslovima 6. poglavlje 19. i 20. stih.
And Hebrews 9, verse 12, which Des Ford used.
I Jevrejima 9, 12, koje je Ford koristio za njegove argumente.
And I believe we'll find some surprising evidence there.
I verujem da ćemo naći neke iznenadujuće dokaze tu.
Third issue.
Treća tačka.
The defilement of the sanctuary. So argues these people was automatic.
Prljanje svetinje. Ima neka druga reč za defile, neko zna. Prljanje, ok.
Commission of sin, whenever someone commits a sin.
Ok. Znači, prljanje, automatsko prljanje svetinje kad neko zagreši na zemlji.
And at the same thing, I'll just put this as the same point, and
znači, pod broj 3.
cleansing
Čišćenje
cleansing of the sanctuary by the daily sacrifice.
Čišćenje svetinje sa tim dnevnim žrtvama.
In other words, this is a one-stage atonement.
To je ono što su spomenuli očišćenja jednog stepena, kako bi rekli.
Adventists believe that we have traditionally taught a two-stage atonement.
Adventisti su tradicionalno verovali u očišćenju 2 nivoa. Da.
That sin does not automatically defile.
Da greh ne automatski prlja svetinju,
It defiles me.
prlja mene.
And then when I offer the sacrifice,
Onda kad prinosim žrtvu,
my sin goes on to the sacrifice.
moj greh ide prenosi se na žrtvu.
And then the blood of the sacrifice carries the record of sin into the sanctuary.
Znači, krv žrtve unese greh u svetinju.
Or sometimes the priest would eat a part of the sacrifice.
Ili ponekad bi sveštenik pojeo delić ili komad žrtve.
And his own body would carry the sin.
I on u svom telu bi preneo greh u svetinji.
And that happened all year long
I to se-
during the Old Testament festival year.
I to se cijele godine dešavalo u Starom Zavjetu.
And then at the end of the year, they would cleanse the sanctuary.
I krajem godine bi očistili svetinju.
So two-stage atonement.
Znači, to je očišćenje 2 nivoa, 2 stepena.
Atonement for me every time I offer sacrifice,
Očišćenje za mene svaki put kad ja prinosim žrtvu,
but atonement for the sanctuary at the end
a očišćenje za svetinju na kraju,
when it is cleansed.
kad se očisti.
Well, which of these is the right theory?
Koja od ovih teorija je
We'll have to look at the
istinita?
biblical material.
Pogledat ćemo biblijski materijal.
Fourth argument by these detractors
Četvrti argument
is that Azazel, scapegoat,
Azazel,
equals
jednako,
Christ, not Satan.
Hrist, a ne Sotonu.
Most evangelical Christians believe this, by the way.
Većina evanđelskih hrišćana ne veruju ovo.
Yeah.
Shall I repeat it just once more? Every
Yeah,
step
sure.
of
The
the-
Azazel, the scapegoat, does not refer to Satan,
Znači, Azazel se ne odnosi na Sotonu, nego na Hrista.
but refers to Christ.
No.
And Adventists, if you say Azazel represents Satan,
Da, ako adventisti kažu da Azazel predstavlja
then you
Sotonu,
are making Satan your savior,
onda vi pravite Sotonu vašim spasiteljem.
because the sins are brought from the sanctuary and placed upon the head of Azazel,
Zato što su gresi doneti iz svetinje i stavljeni na glavu Azazela.
and he bears them into the wilderness.
I on to odnese u pustinji.
So these people accuse us of having Satan as our savior.
I ovi nas optužuju da imamo Sotonu kao našeg spasitelja.
How do we sort that out?
Kako da to rešimo? Puškama.
Okay. Let's do number 5 here now.
Broj 5.
And the fifth one is that the investigative judgment is not biblical.
Znači, 5. tačka da istražni sud nije biblijsko.
Okay? Because we have assurance of salvation in Jesus, our names should never come up again.
To što imamo sigurnost spasenja u Hristu, naše ime ne bi trebalo se pojavi više.
Or else we lose our assurance of salvation.
Inače izgubimo naš sigurnost spasenja.
You can't have the gospel and investigative judgment together.
Ne možeš imati evanđelje i istražni sud zajedno.
This is the argument of these.
To je njihov argument.
Sixth point
6. tačka
is the historicist view of prophecy.
Nema historicistički pogled proročanstva. Nema historicistički pogled proročanstva. Isto. To.
And some have gone to preterism, where everything is in the past.
Neki su se okrenuli ka preterističkom pogledu. Preterističkom pogledu. Znači,
and some have gone futurist, and everything is still in the future.
Neki su otišli ka futurizmu, gdje je sve u budućnosti.
This also, of course, implies the rejection of the year-day principle. No year-day principle.
Aha, znači, nema onaj princip godinu za dan. Tako? Okay. Nema principa godinu za dan. To. Dan za godinu, to.
And for Desford and many others, the little horn.
Znači, za 8. tačka, za Forda i mnoge druge, znači, mali rog, Danila 8. poglavlje.
Equals Antiochus Epiphanes.
Aha. Jednako Antiok Epifan.
Not the papal system as Adventists have taught.
A ne papski sistem kao što adventisti uče.
Or we have some suggesting now that the little horn represents Islam.
Neki sad sugestiraju da taj mali rog predstavlja islam. Znači, mali rog iz Danila 8. poglavlje, Antiok Epifan.
And then a ninth one.
9. tačka.
No doctrinal authority in the writings of Ellen White.
Da nema doktrinalnog autoriteta u spisima Ellen White.
Ellen White is a nice, inspiring person.
Znači, govore da je Ellen White dobra i nadahnuta osoba.
Nice pastoral counsel.
Daje lepu pastoralnu savjete. Ali ne moramo da prihvatimo ono što ona kaže o doktrini.
And finally, the most important question.
I sad zadnje, najvažnije pitanje
for me.
Za mene.
And this is the question, so what difference does it make?
Znači, ovo je, pa šta? Gdje ima razlike u tome šta veruješ?
Some people say, oh, maybe the sanctuary is true, doctrine is true, maybe not, but who cares?
I kažu, možda je istina o svetinji istinita, možda nije, ali pa šta?
This is the postmodern question.
Ovo je postmodernetičko pitanje.
What difference does it make in my life?
Koju razliku to pravi u mom životu?
My experience.
U mom iskustvu?
And so I think it's crucial not only to ask the question, is the doctrine true?
A mislim da je važno ne samo da pitamo da li je doktrina istinita,
but is it relevant?
Nego da li je i relevantna.
Does it make a difference in our church, in our individual life?
Da li pravi razliku u našoj crkvi i u našim ličnim životima?
Well, I figured that the best approach would be to show you where all the problems are.
Ja sam mislila da najbolji pristup je da vam pokažem gdje se nalaze svi problemi.
There may be some others that I'm missing, but these are the main ones.
Možda neke sam ja izostavio, ovi su kao glavni.
Because I don't want to hide from you where the problems have been that have been raised in the church.
Če neću da krijem od vas gdje se nalaze ti problemi u crkvi.
But I want to tell you I believe there are answers to these questions.
Ali hoću da vam kažem da ja lično verujem da ima rješenje i odgovore za ova pitanja.
Exciting answers.
I to uzbudljivi odgovori.
And you make the doctrine shine brighter than before these questions were raised.
I to čini doktrini da svetli još što više prije nego što su ova pitanja bila postavljena.
And I want to appeal to you again, do not believe my answers.
I hoću da vas opet zamolim da ne verujete u mojim odgovorima.
Just because I say.
Samo da što sam ja to rekao.
Who am I?
Ko sam ja?
Just a human being.
Samo ljudsko biće.
You must believe them because you have found them to be true in your own searching.
Trebate da ih verujete što se vi sami lično kroz vaše istraživanje našli do istina.
So check me out by the Bible.
Znači vi mene uporedite sa Biblijom.
Don't trust it because I say so, but only if you see it in Scripture.
Nemojte verovati zato što sam to ja rekao, nego samo ako to vidite u Bibliji.
I will give my testimony why I have found this doctrine to be true.
Ja ću kazati moje iskustvo da što sam ja pronašao da ova doktrina je istinita.
But you can only give your testimony when you personally have wrestled with it yourself.
Ali vi možete dati vaše iskustvo samo kad ste vi lično se borili sa tim.
And you may not face these questions now in your context.
Možda se sad ne suočavate sa ovim pitanjima,
But they will come. I guarantee they will come to your church and to your conference.
ali garantujem da će oni doći tvojoj crkvi i tvojoj oblasti.
And I'm convinced the devil hates this sanctuary doctrine.
Ja sam ubeđen da đavo mrzi ovu doktrinu o svetinji.
Because he knows if we understand this doctrine, we have a balanced gospel.
Što on zna da ako mi razumijemo ovu doktrinu, mi imamo balansirano evanđelje, izbalansirano evanđelje.
That is just the answer this world needs.
To je odgovor koji ovaj svijet traži i treba.
And the great controversy started in the heavenly sanctuary.
Velika borba je otpočela u nebeskoj svetinji,
Right?
tačno.
In the most holy place of the heavenly sanctuary is where Satan rebelled against God.
U svetinjama, je pobuna počela, Satan je počeo pobunu.
And the issue all the way down through history in Satan's deception
I ta tema kroz istoriju u vezi Satanine laži
is to present a counterfeit view of the sanctuary.
jeste da predstavi suprotni pogled na svetinju.
He said, I will put myself in the place of the Most High.
Ja ću staviti sebe na mjesto Višnjeg.
So Satan has a counterfeit sanctuary doctrine.
Znači, Satana ima suprotnu doktrinu o doktrini,
And the issues
o svetinji.
the issues we are discussing today are not just hypothetical or theoretical issues.
I teme koje mi danas, koje smo raspravljali, nisu samo hipotetične ili teoretske teme.
They're the basic issues in the great controversy.
To su osnovne teme u velikoj borbi.
So much is at stake.
Toliko je pod rizikom. No.
So I pray that this week will be a blessed sitting together as we wrestle with the issues.
I molim se da će ova sedmica biti blagoslovena dok se suočavamo sa ovim temama i borimo.
And in 24 hours together we cannot cover the whole doctrine and all of its aspects and all of its beauty.
I u 24 sata zajedno nećemo moći da pokrijemo sve o doktrini i svu lepotu, o svetinji i svu tu lepotu.
It's a study of a lifetime.
To je životno
But
proučavanje.
we can get a good start here this week.
Ali ovdje ove sedmice možemo da dobijemo dobar početak.
Are there any other questions, comments you'd
Pitanja,
like to make now?
komentari.
Please, no one die before this week is up.
Nemoj niko da umre prije nego što završi ova sedmica.
Because I hate to raise questions before we have a chance to look at the solutions to these questions.
Ne bi teo da počnemo sa pitanjima prije nego što nađemo odgovore za...
So come back for
the wrestling with the answers.
Znači, vratite se sa borbom sa odgovorima.
There was a question here?
Bilo pitanje?
Yes. I really do not know about Newbold.
Ja ne znam toliko puno o Newboldu.
There's one teacher there, Gudmundur Olofsson,
Znači, ima jedan dobar profesor,
was my student at Andrews,
koji je bio moj student na Andrewsu.
solid on the sanctuary.
I znači snažan je i zna, ima
But
dobar temelj u
unfortunately, he's
tome.
just retired.
Ali sad se penzionisao.
So I don't know about the others.
Znači, ja ne znam za ostale.
Yes. Yes.
When we look
It's all right. Go ahead. Yes.
Looking at this way, said, point number 6 can make some sense when we talk about intertextuality.
Okay. Explain it a little further.
For the future, is opening up. Okay, it can make sense when we're talking about intertextuality. Some parts of it.
Yeah. There's definitely the future dimension to the prophecies. That's right.
Definitivno ima dimenzije budućnosti u tom proročanstvu.
Because we're not at the end of history yet.
Mi nismo još na kraju istorije.
And I see major parts of the book of Revelation that still are future.
I veliki delovi otkrivenja su još uvijek budućnost.
But the question is whether we see dual fulfillments, double fulfillments of these
Pitanje je
prophecies.
da li vidimo duplo ispunjenje
And that's what we need
ovih
to look at.
proročanstva.
Is there reason to accept that in Daniel and Revelation?
Da li ima razloga da to prihvatimo u Danilu i otkrivenju?
I wanted to say one more thing.
Još jednu stvar samo da kažem.
This is the place to ask your hard questions.
Ovo je mjesto da pitate vaše teška pitanja.
If you raise questions that sound like doubts about the sanctuary, I won't take it that way.
Ako vi pitate pitanja koji dižu sumnje o svetinji, ja neću to tako prihvatiti.
This is a safe place.
Ovo je sigurno mjesto.
We are struggling to grapple with the truth.
Mi se borimo da...
I guess those are the same thing, isn't it? Yeah. All right. So
borimo se sa
there are
istinom, da
no
saznamo
stupid
istinu.
questions.
Ima baš onako glupih pitanja. Nema.
No stupid questions.
Sorry, I said there was.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Except maybe my questions are stupid sometimes, but none of your questions are stupid. There are no bad questions. There are no wrong questions.
Nema loših i pogrešnih pitanja.
There are no heretical questions.
Nema eretičkih pitanja.
This is the time to ask the hard questions.
Ovo je vreme da pitate te teška pitanja.
Now, if your question takes us away from the general course of our lecture,
ako vaše pitanje nas odvuče od generalnog puta, znači ovog predmeta,
I may say, hey, let's talk about that this afternoon.
Možda ću vam reći, ajde da popričamo o toga
popodne. And I'm willing to stay up till 1 o'clock in the morning dealing with your question.
I ostaću do 1 sat ako treba da odgovorim to pitanje vaše.
So don't be afraid to ask what's on your heart.
Znači, nemojte da se plašite da pitate ono što vam je na srcu.
Okay, anything else?
Još nešto?
Good, we can finish 7 minutes early then.
Znači, 7 minuta ranije smo završili danas.
Shall we stand for a closing prayer?
Za molitvu ustali bi.
Father in heaven, I thank you so much for your great plan of salvation.
Oče na nebu, hvala ti puno za tvoj veliki plan spasenja.
And I'm thankful especially for what you are doing right now in the heavenly sanctuary for us.
Naročito ti zahvaljujem za ono što ti sad trenutno radiš u nebeskoj svetinji za nas.
We are human beings with limitations.
Mi smo ljudska bića sa ograničenjima.
We're trying to understand heavenly things that are sometimes beyond us.
Koji trudimo se da razumijemo nebeske stvari koje su nekad nad nama, nad našim razmišljanjima.
But you have revealed enough in your scriptures so that we can understand the basics that you want us to understand.
Ali ti si dovoljno otkrio u Bibliji da možemo da razumijemo osnove i one stvari koje ti hoćeš da mi razumijemo.
So bless us as we adventure together during these next days.
Blagoslovi nas dok zajedno putujemo kroz ovih par dana.
And come and please be our true teacher.
I ti budi naš pravi učitelj.
Bless us the rest of this day and until we meet again on Tuesday.
Blagoslovi nas na ostatku ovog dana dok se opet ponovo ne vidimo u utorak.
Thanks for hearing our prayer, Lord.
Hvala što čuješ naše molitve, Gospode.
Amen.
Amen.